What's being done to support caregivers both on a nationwide basis as well as right here in the state of Vermont?
Well, it's really pretty exciting. Last year, President Obama signed into law the National Alzheimer's Project Act. Of course, no money came with that right away. But this year, and just this month, the next step went into place, which is a national plan. And that plan calls for a really, really aggressive goal, and that is to prevent and find a treatment for Alzheimer's by 2025. And the reason it needs to be aggressive is that right now in the country we've got an estimate of 5.1 million people with Alzheimer's, and that will double by 2050. So the plan does need to be aggressive. There's money in this budget that has been put forth to help carry out the plan. And what's more exciting for us here within the state is that, you know, obviously to find a treatment, that involves more research. But at the state level and at the community level, there'll be monies to support caregivers, to help train healthcare providers on improving their screening and treatment of people with Alzheimer's, and in raising awareness, which is something that hopefully this program's doing today.
Right.
Then on the state level, what we're doing is from the Department of Disabilities, Aging, and Independent Living, we've got a dementia respite grant program, and that's managed by our area agencies on aging, and that provides small grants to caregivers to give them a break. The grants are up to $2,000, and caregivers can contact the area agencies on aging to get more information about that. There's another program called Powerful Tools for Caregivers, and that will provide some training and support to caregivers for them to deal with their role in caregiving. And then the program we're here to talk about today, Reach Out, which is really exciting for us to all be involved in.
And yeah, let's switch to that. So to begin with, what is the purpose of the Reach Out Caregiver Program?
Well, Reach Out is, really established to address some of the things that we've talked about in the past few minutes, in minutes of this show, help caregivers to get a better understanding of the progression of Alzheimer's disease and other types of dementia, to help caregivers identify some of the home safety issues that they might need to take care of as the person's cognitive abilities, their memory, their judgment, some of the physical changes that accompany Alzheimer's disease, so that they can make some modifications, minor things for the most part, but safety issues nonetheless. Addressing caregiver health and well-being so that they can manage to keep their family member at home for as long as possible, and also to help them with some skills training to learn how to respond to some of the behavior changes and personality changes that people with Alzheimer's disease and other types of dementia might have.
Anyone have anything else to add to that?
I love it. I love it because it's the first experience I've had working in healthcare for a long time that starts with the caregiver. It is a program for the person caring for another with memory issues and dementia. And when we tell people that, they just light up. And then when we go see them and they realize we really aren't going to ask to see Uncle Murgatroyd, we really are there for them. Don't you think that's a big deal, isn't it?
People are really surprised that they are the identified recipient of the service. Another benefit that I really like from this particular program is that we're able to provide the service in the caregiver's home. When you're caring for a person with memory loss, unlike being a caregiver for someone that has physical disabilities alone, it's you can't leave the person that you're caring for home alone in most cases. So to be able to go to a counseling center or to a support group becomes really challenging because you don't have anyone to stay at home with your parent or with your spouse while you're trying to take care of your own needs. So this program is being able to offer this in the person's home, if that's what the caregiver wants, is exceptional, I think.
And we didn't mention, but Reach Out is an acronym for Resources Enhancing Alzheimer Caregiver Health, and the OUT part is what I think is what we're talking about when we really get excited. Is it's offering useful tools, and it's, as we've said, skills building and learning how to solve problems and take action on your plans, and so it's meaningful and you can experience results. And when you're working with people, when you see them achieve something and make results or help them modify a plan so that they can achieve results, it's really satisfying, and I think that it helps build momentum and confidence for caregivers to see that they can take control in a situation where sometimes they feel like they probably don't have much control.
Right.
What I like to tell people is, when I'm trying to describe the program, is it's the only program that I've seen lately that doesn't ask for a financial statement, because that's not an issue. We just don't care about that, and that we do bring it into your home. But if you're too sensitive and you're afraid that it would hurt your loved one's feelings, we also could meet with you any other place you like.